Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today. Click on the store locator and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you.
We are gold for energy. Send it. Incoming. Put the money in the bag, man.
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there? This is awesome! Welcome to Earth! No. Who's flying the plane? Get cockpit. Go. God.
Black Rifle Energy, dropping near you.
Welcome to Drinkin, bro. Yeah, welcome to the Monday morning recap, everybody. Brought to you by mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles that first deposits all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch and get into the action today with mybookie.com. If you're a day one homie, Bob, tell us about those rakebacks. I'm a team off this year in every
parlay, every teaser,
freaking parlay and teaser, dude. I'm just pissed. I'm pissed.
Nobody expects the Chargers to lose to the Giants.
That's exactly what happened to me.
I know that's what happened.
I lost everything across the board. Florida State.
Yep. Yeah.
Two teams. I think that was the only two losses I had the entire weekend. Yeah. However, I had them on every single card.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Those lines should scare you, I guess, when you see that, because they didn't scare me either. Rakeback. So if you are in the MyBookie Plus rewards program, which basically just means you've been playing for a little while, you don't need to be like a long time player. If you have a bad weekend, Florida State, the Chargers boned you, as they did us. They'll toss a little money back your way. Say, thank you for playing. Thanks for being a loyal customer. Here's a little money back to keep some skin in the game, keep you feeling alive when you watch these games. The rakebacks are awesome that way. MyBookie treats their people really well, their loyal customers really well. So, yeah, if you have a bad weekend, the rakebacks will hit you back.
Yeah, and if you bet that Dallas game, which we'll get into in the NFL in a second here, yes, you can bet on ties. It happens maybe once a year. Tops, and I think it was 13,001. So if you said, hey, that's going to be a tie, congratulations. You should really probably look into being a psychic or something.
Yeah, throw $20 on a tie for every game.
My God. It's like betting the zeros on roulette, I feel like. All right, let's start with the top story here. This is number one trending every single facet across the board. Bad Bunny is headlining the Super Bowl. Oh, boy. I thought we were kind of getting past this here. Why would you hire a singer who only sings in Spanish to headline the Super Bowl for America? He does not have any English songs.
Yeah.
I've never... Gloria Estefan is the only one that I can remember doing the Super Bowl, but she sings in English.
Right.
So I'm not sure what's going on here.
Was Shakira the headliner one year?
She was. She sang in English.
Yeah.
Hips
Most
Don't
of her songs
Lie,
are in
and
Spanish, but she has a lot of English hits.
Correct.
Yeah.
And like J-Lo and her did it together, and they were able to weave them in and out. J-Lo sings in English as well. This is a very odd choice, and I don't want, I hate to get into this politically with what's going on, but ICE is in all these cities. People are unhappy, blah, blah, blah. We'll talk about that on Fake News this afternoon. This seems like a very pointed message here of who he chose to headline the Super Bowl, especially with, it's going to be in 26. Mm-hmm. Midterms are going to be happening in the fall. And I know there's outrage now, for Christ's sakes, let alone during the actual game when you sit down and 126 million people are watching a singer sing all in Spanish. Oh, boy.
I mean, look, he's welcome to go back to fucking Puerto Rico where they speak Spanish.
Yeah. But we own Puerto Rico, and that's some of the other people's debates too.
He's welcome to be here as well and sing in Spanish, and I'm gonna go ahead and skip it.
Yes.
Like under no circumstances will I watch the Super Bowl with him as the performer.
It's crazy,
and I will certainly encourage other people to do that as well, right? Because we're in this thing. We're going to talk about it on fake news later, but we're in this position where more so than maybe ever before, the average individual and with their group of friends, whether it's in real life or online, can kind of mobilize a little bit and affect downstream policy on things. And we're seeing, most of the people on the center left now are starting to get fucking pissed. Not at us, by the way, at Democrats, for like, hey, can we not have borders and safe streets? Is that not a thing? I mean, when did we give that part up, right? And some dumb dickhole like this, who's got no real life experience, you know what I mean, is going to be used as a tool to lecture people on not being empathetic enough. Fuck off, dude, right? Yeah. So if the NFL wants to play these games, let's play these games. All right. You
just had the Kaepernick controversy that you got your way out of. Why insert yourself into another one?
After years,
After years.
Like, I know a lot of people who still just don't watch football anymore because they got turned off. In the same way that there was a period, even after 97, 98, 99, with all the home runs, that some people never came back to baseball after 94. You know what I mean? Maybe they've come back eventually, but I think that more than anything else, definitely more than the product on the field, affected how people interfaced with the MLB as a brand.
Which is weird because there's like 3 strikes before that.
Yeah.
There's like one in the 80s.
Yeah. That 94 one was bad, though, because
that one I was so pissed off about.
None of them missed the World Series, I think is the difference.
Yeah.
The World Series played.
Not only did it miss
94, I think that was canceled.
Yeah.
Not only did it miss the World Series, but it looked like somebody might hit 60 home runs that year. Jeff Bagwell, right? Didn't he have like 39?
And Tony Gwynn was sitting right at 400 that year.
Well, Tony Gwynn was going to hit. Yeah, he hit in the 390s once, 393, I think, right?
Yeah. It was really high.
But yeah, there's. God, who was it?
I'm a big baseball fan.
I think
the Braves were in the
actually that saved our division streak because we were down 6 games to the Expos.
The Expos were leading.
And although I think we sort of made the playoffs, that was the first year that the wild card was supposed to happen.
But it turned me off of baseball until McGuire and Sosa and those guys. Now, obviously, Braves won in '95, so I watched it. It still didn't hit the same because of what had happened and all that other shit. But it took. In my opinion, McGuire and Sosa to save baseball and get people back into it.
It was Matt Williams. Matt Williams had 43 home runs at the break.
Yeah. For the Giants.
And Griffey had 40. And there's going to be a race down the stretch between those two to get to 60. And back in 94, forget about 98, right?
Yep.
And it got yanked. And so much other stuff was happening in 94 that was beneficial for baseball. Yeah, but it felt like, or not felt like, it feels like now they're just... I don't know, like you clear one hurdle and then you see another one that's completely out of your way and you're like, you know what, let's run over there. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool, man. I mean, it might be a good idea for all you brands out there to understand who your audiences are. You know what I mean? Like if you sell a product that primarily dudes, especially dudes of a certain political persuasion, are into, you may want to shut the fuck up with all your crying about words and stuff like that.
Well, we watched, Dan and I's flights was late back from Penn State last night, so we were able to watch, shout out to Delta, by the way, for installing those TVs in the back seats. We were able to watch the entire Cowboys game last night, front to back, which ended up being like 4.5 fucking hours last night.
Yeah.
Because it was a tie. And still, on the back of helmets and in the end zone, you still got the fucking stop racism and all that other shit. And
you watched.
And I watched. And I think the NFL, by the way, looked at this and said, you know what, man? This is how powerful we are right now. Fuck it. If you want to make a political statement and we can do it, people will fucking watch and fuck you.
Okay, I will say this. Do we know it's a political statement or is that just your assumption?
It's my assumption and here's why.
And I'm sure he's been outspoken on stuff. But
he's very, very outspoken. Yes.
Even though he's American, right?
He's Puerto Rican.
So, he's an American citizen.
He's an American citizen, yeah.
Like born an American citizen.
Correct. Okay. And he's very outspoken about what's going on with ICE and all that other shit. He said himself he would not perform in America anymore. Now he is. So what changed, I guess? And
the money.
Well, they don't pay.
They don't pay, but
it is
however,
Jay-Z is
you
paying
go.
them.
But no, it's not that. But you go on tour after that with a new album. Usually, every single artist usually does this, and then they make $1 gajillion afterwards. The only artist that's above it is Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like, cool, man.
Who doesn't need anything.
Doesn't need anything. And she's got a new album. That fit to me, which is why I thought she was going to do it. You heard a rumor that she said no because they weren't going to pay her. But they've never paid any artist.
Yeah. But she's like, I'm not doing this for free.
Right.
Are you kidding me? And the biggest thing would be brand exposure. Although a lot of the artists don't need that either. Like, I was at the Super Bowl that Derek Wolfe played in.
Who was it?
Beyonce.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't fucking need it.
No.
She doesn't need it. You know what
No.
I mean?
Neither did The Weeknd. He spent $6 million of his own money doing that weird fucking mirror thing.
Yeah.
And so would Taylor Swift. Like, that production is not cheap.
Yeah.
We actually got the numbers behind the Sphere the other day. Our sports agent told us just to one show at the Sphere costs $6 million in production, and then the artist takes home probably $1 million after that.
Right.
And obviously, don't cry for them for taking home $1 million a night. But they're still spending $6 a night, which is
putting a lot up front.
Hard to wrap your mind around.
Yeah, 1 to 6 odds there.
Yeah.
Here's my less political thought on this, and that is just simply it's capitalism. And the NFL has been trying to expand more and more and more into Latin American markets constantly. They play games in Brazil. They play games in Mexico. They're probably going to play games in other.
Germany's on the list.
Well, I mean, in
England, Ireland is on the list this year.
Western Hemisphere countries, right?
Latin America?
Latin America, yeah. Who's the artist? It's like the biggest Latin American
I
artist
wonder
in
how
the
that's
country.
going. Like, because
I thought the same thing.
American football can't compete down there with
soccer
or football. I don't think, but we'll see. Anything's possible.
I mean,
It's not a bad idea to try to expand your market for sure, but
that would be my guess. And it's not like the halftime show rarely. The halftime show, out of every 3 or 4 years, plays to what you would call football fans, right? Because Beyonce does.
I don't. When was the last one that played?
Kendrick Lamar was last year.
That plays to football fans, in my opinion.
He had the biggest song of the year, so yeah, that one made sense to me. I don't have a problem with it.
It's not like black guys don't like football, right?
It's not that. My only problem with him was the location and venue, where it should have gone to Lil Wayne, in my opinion, just because he's New Orleans and all that other shit. Now online, you typically want to find a hometown artist. Dan and I were actually at the Super Bowl in Atlanta, where I'm from. I was very pissed off that it was Maroon 5 and not Outkast. Like, sorry, Outkast is Atlanta. They have fucking endless hits, and they just done Coachella maybe like the year before.
The bitches ain't gonna get up for Outkast.
The bitches are gonna get up for Outkast.
How old bitches? Not the bitches who are gonna tweet and post stories
dude.
about it. That's half. I feel like half, if not 3/4 of the.
Hey ya, still gets the white women out there, dude.
That. I'm just saying, like a lot of the halftime shows are to get other eyes.
Well, right now, so the online conspiracy here is Jay-Z is actually the one who picks and runs the Super Bowl there. Obviously, he's best friends with Obama in real life. There's a lot of speculation of, hey, we're going to do this for this. I don't know. It's a very odd choice. The one that made the most sense from where it was, because they're from there, was Metallica. And a lot of people are bitching that it wasn't Metallica because that's the hometown band.
Metallica played the largest live show in human history.
Well, it just got eclipsed over the weekend, but yes, but right before that they did.
Zach
Bryan and John Mayer.
Nope.
Yeah.
100,000 versus 1 million?
Where'd Metallica
Where was
play,
$1 million?
In fucking Russia. What are you talking about?
This was the United States.
Yeah, who
Yes.
fucking... The
United
United States. I know that history began on 1776 and everything before that was a mistake.
Yes.
What you're saying offends me, right?
Actually, yeah, me too.
But Metallica played, what was it, 91 in Russia and to about 1 million, I think, people. It's not even close.
The footage from it's insane.
Yeah,
It is.
It's like, it's not even a concert. I don't even know what you would call that.
Right. And
honestly,
it was a concert for about 100,000 people.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So
900
we had that concert, by the way, was at University of Michigan.
Yeah, it's a big house. Yeah.
Obviously, we do NIL with University of Michigan. Dan and I sent some players to the games, and I've got the photos. I'll send them to you for fake news. It was fucking awesome, and holy shit.
Yeah,
dude.
they did it right there. Like that one, certainly the one
112,000.
Yeah, the one Metallica did in Russia was. I mean, it was cool. It was one of the largest live gatherings of any sort ever. Yeah, but they didn't have the tech that we do now.
No.
Like the noise gates and the additional, like all the how complicated it is to set that sound system up, just the sound system. So it's not echoing through the fucking place.
Yeah.
Is something they wouldn't have been able to do back then. But then the screens at Michigan Stadium too would look great. I mean,
yeah, I'll send you the footage for
really
fake news. It was so impressive. Well, the people we sent are 5 rows away, so it's like
no, I just was like scrolling and was like, oh, cool.
yeah.
Good for Zach Bryan.
The way that our buddy Nico, shout out to Nico, the way that our buddy took the images of it, even I was just like, holy shit, this is impressive.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I just don't really understand. And let's say this for Jay-Z then, even if you don't think it's political, get this fucking guy out of here. I still think it should be city by city who the biggest artist is for that city.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because
Where is it this year?
It's Culture. It's in Santa Clara.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
Yeah, so like everybody wanted Metallica, and I get it.
It makes sense.
Metallica's endless.
I mean, technically, Metallica didn't get famous until they were down in L.A., but either way, that is the home base for them.
Yeah.
And that would make a lot of sense. And also, they put on, even today, they still put on great live shows.
So you and I got tickets for a client in Houston. It was in April. No, I'm sorry, June, and it was 86,000 at NRG Stadium for Metallica. Still to this day, 3 months ago. So,
yeah, they do. One, they sell out everything, and two, I've never heard anybody complain about after going to a live Metallica
it's
show.
It's awesome, dude. I mean, it is fucking awesome. So, yeah, my opinion is this: I'd fire Jay-Z. I'd get somebody in there and starts. If you're going to
somebody
do younger, and somebody who can focus on the cities. That way, in my opinion, you go to a Super Bowl, it makes a lot of money for your city. Then it's all about the culture and the food and the experience and then the bands that are from there and everything else and celebrate that city, whatever city that's in.
I mean, they're not going to lose anything, I don't think, from having this fucking ass clown play. I probably not. I wouldn't think so. Like, I'm not gonna watch it because I won't participate in that, right?
Right.
But, most people will. I just think they should get some, like you're saying. So look, we're in a flatter world than we ever were before. So the idea of making it more local, maybe that's a thing, and maybe it's not. I think it's more of a thing for the city to showcase the talent that comes from that city.
Yes.
If I'm the Super Bowl host, I'm fucking pissed that it's not one of my local people because that's part of the package. It's like, this is Atlanta where the players play, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Welcome to Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's that's like it's a
Luda.
It is an excellent advertisement for your city. And that's one of the reasons you have the Super Bowl in the first place, not just for the revenue you make that year, right? But for the fucking advertisement for the city. Just like winning a national title is a big deal in college football and basketball, but way more in the 5 to 10 years after that than the year that you actually win it.
In terms
you know
of
what I
people
mean?
coming in,
yeah.
then students coming in and stuff like that. And I mean, that happens every time because, right, like I said, Beyonce played the last one that was in Santa Clara, and then Gaga played the one you were at in Houston.
NRG, yeah.
But she's from Houston.
Right.
Right? Shouldn't Beyonce be playing the Houston
one?
That's
what I said.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what the it would be interesting to hear Jay-Z talk about what their selection process was. Like, why did you decide on this specifically?
That I would love to hear.
Yeah.
And it was with this much outrage.
Maybe
it
is something that makes sense. And if you just said the thing that made sense, some people might disagree with it, but at least it's like, all right, I guess to some degree, because that what you're describing right there is retarded.
Which one?
Not having Wayne in New Orleans and not having Beyonce play the one in Houston where she's fucking from. She's from like 25 minutes away from downtown Houston.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And Maroon 5 isn't
that
from
seems
Atlanta.
Like a no-brainer. No,
you have
they're
an
from
endless
LA.
list. You have an endless list from Atlanta.
They're from LA, and there's tons of artists from Atlanta.
Ludacris, Usher. Usher. Shit, he did it, what, last year?
Yeah.
Where was that?
Yeah. Metallica, who's like, I don't know, like all-time record sales exactly where they are, but they're in the fucking top 5 of
easily.
all time. Right?
Easily.
So what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, it's weird. I honestly, my initial thought in terms of just until like proven that it was more political or whatever would just be they've been clearly making a push into the Latin American market.
And I thought about that as well.
For years.
I thought
also, he has 50 million Instagram followers.
Oh, no, totally. Look, he's a big deal around the world. I don't think so much in America, but you already did Shakira and J-Lo. Like, Metallica would have been nice. I don't even think a heavy metal band has ever done it. Ever.
I could have sworn Metallica.
Aerosmith did it with fucking Run DMC that one year. What was it, 92? Remember when they did Walk This Way mashup?
I think it was the 80s. Wow.
Yeah,
you're right.
And then I think Aerosmith came out again with like Justin Timberlake and all these other people. Sometime, was it 98 or 99 or some shit? What year was that? Or it was
Aerosmith came
right?
out. That was the Titty Rip.
That was 2011.
No. Jaron Jackson, that was when I was in high school. That was like 03
2003.
or 04.
Oh, okay.
That was it was Nelly, Aerosmith,
Justin Timberlake,
Janet Jackson.
There's like a million people there.
Yeah, I don't know who's.
I just want to keep it local. And like Vegas, I wanted the Killers to play the Vegas show. I mean, the halftime show. Like, they've got endless hits as well. That place will be fucking rocking. And now everybody's going to talk about the controversy of this versus the actual game itself.
It's still press.
It is. Totally. And you can get away with it in the NFL because you're not going to stop watching the NFL. It's just what it is. Like, that's the biggest in the world right now.
I do think they should expand it a little bit so you can only choose one of 6 social statements for the back of your helmet. One of them is end racism, I think. What about just racism?
Yeah, or start it.
Like, I'm trying to bring awareness to racism, so I'm just going to put the word racism on everything I own.
So the one that, the titty rip, I'm sorry, that was not Aerosmith.
Oh, it was Kid Rock.
Kid
Right.
Rock,
Yeah.
Diddy.
Whoa.
Yeah, Jessica Simpson, Justin Timberlake, so on. Then McCartney, they had the Rolling Stones, Prince.
The Rolling Stones make a lot of sense. Paul McCartney at the Super Bowl doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I know that he's been involved in a lot of so-called hits. Right?
But Sir Paul McCartney?
But Paul
Yeah.
McCartney
From the
is not a dude that you're getting juiced off to go see live. Like, aside from this a nostalgic experience, I'm not super excited. If the Rolling Stones showed up and started playing, I'm not even a Stones fan, but they like the nature of the content is such that matches a party.
Yeah.
You don't turn on Paul McCartney at a fucking party. The Super Bowl halftime show should be a party, right?
Yes.
I just don't get that one.
He could do Hey Jude and fucking bring the place down at the end, and everybody would sing along, and like, I wouldn't even hate that. But
like, Katy Perry was on there. She would be better than Paul McCartney because she's got all these upbeat hits that Max
and her show,
Martin
by the way,
wrote.
her halftime show was great.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
So
that's the kind of music. It's not even about the genre of music. It's about the tone of it, right? Like, would you turn this on at a fucking party? And if the answer's not yet, which Bad Bunny you would probably. I don't know any of his music. I don't know if I've ever heard.
I listen to everything, and so do my kids. Never once have they said put on this new Bad Bunny song because it's all in Spanish.
No, actually, the one I was at, Coldplay was the headliner, but Beyonce was in it.
Oh, okay.
Coldplay makes sense too.
Coldplay is another band that's
they're just like a better version of the Killers because everybody knows the words.
Yeah.
The songs are they vary in tone, but
They've got a ton of
everybody
huge
sings
hits.
along.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yes.
sings along
Yes.
with the songs, which makes it like a party environment.
Yeah.
I get that one.
Speaking of party environments, I want to shout out to Ron Zimmich. We'll move over into college football.
Well, that's
now.
not his name.
I know. We found out over the weekend. Ron, I'm going to keep calling you that forever.
I think it's Zmick.
It's Smick.
But I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that either. He actually said he likes Zimmich, and it would have been an easier life for him. So, Ron, I'm going to keep calling you that, and I love you. Thank you for having us, man. You and your wife and your kids were amazing. No, I think there was 2, right?
No, just one.
Oh, all right.
Aaron.
I think I met her boyfriend then.
Yeah.
He was a pitcher.
I think so.
Yeah, I talked to him for a while, but either way, lovely family, wife, everything else. Thank you for hosting us. I don't think people understand how much goes into hosting a tailgate of that size, because throughout the day, Dan and I were there for 6 or 7 hours. 300-400 people rolled through, and like for us, it's easy to drop off 40 cases of booze and say, all right, let's rock. But you still got to make food, make sure everybody's happy, grill, all that other stuff, TVs. And it was great. And, we'll start with the first one here, which was Illinois. That was the game we were watching when we showed up against USC. That's a head scratcher. That was a real big head scratcher. It was great games this weekend, by the way.
Oh, it was a good slate.
Great.
Yeah.
All the way across the
Even
board.
the Friday night game that
Fuck.
cost us money was an incredible
I
game.
was angry because it ruined every parlay that I had, and Daddy was on fire, and but it was an awesome game.
Yeah.
That Storm Field might have been the greatest of all time. I don't think I've ever seen people go that quickly.
Did you see how their stadium's set up?
I've never been there.
So
I've never
there's a
been to
hill
University of
behind
Virginia.
that end zone where the students go. Mizzou has one similar, and I think a lot of stadiums do, but there's no wall.
Oh, so they just
There's
get a nice running start.
Nothing separating them from the field.
Because Illinois stormed the field. They had a tough time doing it there. But that kind of kicked everything off. Let's start. I guess I forgot about the Friday night game. Let's go back to Florida State here. 3-1 in the ACC. Where do they end up now?
They got to beat Miami this week.
What happens?
Miami's-
What happens if they lose? Florida State.
They're going to lose, and then Georgia Tech and Miami are going to be in the playoff. They're going to be in the conference championship game against each other, and then they will both be in the playoff.
I'm starting to wonder if, Georgia Tech somehow misses Virginia, too.
Everybody.
They miss everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
Good Lord.
It's like the inverse of Alabama's schedule. Like Alabama, I personally think that Alabama is the best team in the SEC, and I think they proved it this weekend.
Yes, I do too.
However, when you got to run through that gauntlet, good fucking luck, right? And if I'll say the same thing I've said the whole year. If they make it to the fucking playoff, they will have fucking earned it more than anybody else. Georgia Tech, on the other hand, it's like Indiana.
Yeah.
They can just cruise and take care of business, which they did this week. They weren't impressive, but they took care of business, which is what you do, right? And these games, after big games or before big games, you just got to win by one. Nobody gives a fuck, right? Mm-hmm. They did lose 2 spots in the rankings this month, but who fucking
as long as they stack wins, it won't matter, yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not going to matter, especially when they make it to the ACC title game, which they will. Virginia might pop in.
I think Virginia's
to the conversation at some point because they're 2-0 in the ACC. I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like ACC-wise.
Favorable. Their next big test is this week at Louisville, which is going to be a decently tough game. But then
that's it.
Then it's Wazoo, North Carolina, Cal. Cal's not bad. Wake Forest at home, at Duke. Duke's okay. And then Virginia Tech, who already fired their coach. So it's a pretty soft schedule. I mean, Virginia's actually in the fucking mix now.
Do they play Wake Forest?
Yes, but at Virginia.
So they'll win that game.
Well, that's the thing. Wake Forest. I don't think Wake Forest is that good. I think this is an anomaly game. However, they might be able to fucking hop Georgia Tech because if they whip fucking Wake Forest ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although that's road versus home, so it's not going to play the same, but still.
I don't know what the tiebreaker would be if they both finish with the same record and don't play each other.
Isn't there something? Is it if the first one's common a record then common opponent?
I think so, and then maybe points scored.
But then total point is it total points scored or the
ranking.
Margin of victory over that common opponent?
Sometimes it's depending on the conference. It's ranking.
I know
It's
everybody's different, and I don't know the rules, so forgive me. Everybody's kind of flipping conferences these days, so who knows?
Wait, ACC's conference championship tiebreaker rules. First is obviously head-to-head competition. Hang on, where is it? Here we go. Head-to-head competition. Win percentage versus all common opponents, so just win percentage, whether you beat them or not.
But say they both win out,
yeah,
then that's tied.
And then win percentage versus common opponents based upon their order of finish, which I don't know how that comes into play, and proceeding through all common opponents based on the order of finish. So if they had like 3 or 4 common opponents and one beat the other one, whichever one was higher ranking would take precedent. That makes sense. Combined winning percentage of all their conference opponents that they beat. Strength again, which is kind of similar to 3. The tied team with the higher ranking by team rating score metric provided by Sports Source Analytics. I don't know who the fuck that is.
No idea.
No.
Jesus Christ. So they go pretty deep. And then 6 is the representative shall be chosen by a draw as administered by the commissioner.
Coin flip.
Wow. It's Friday Night Lights. It's the movie Friday Night Lights.
So, I mean, they both went out right now. I don't know what happened. Wait, who's Georgia Tech beat Clemson?
Yes.
Is Virginia going to have any win on their record that's better than that?
Florida State's going to be better than that.
Well, we'll see, right?
They'll be better than Clemson.
And Georgia Tech doesn't play Florida State, so Virginia's got a pretty good chance then to overtake Georgia Tech should they win out.
Also, Georgia Tech, I think, doesn't play Louisville.
No, they don't. But I think Virginia's going to lose to Louisville this week, to be honest. That's my thinking.
Yeah, it's very likely
because you're this high, and to try to
these things
come down. Is that at Louisville?
Yeah.
Yes, it's at Louisville.
These things do tend to work themselves out, but it's very interesting to speculate right now with what we know just right now that Miami's going to be the number 1 seed. I think that's a foregone conclusion, but Georgia Tech and Virginia are going to maybe have a coin flip to decide which one goes to the conference championship. And I didn't think any of these teams, either of those teams, would win 8 games this year.
There is now a very real path where Florida State beats Miami next week, and then Virginia and Georgia Tech win out, and they play each other in the ACC championship game.
And then what do you do?
Legally speaking, that would be the case if they both went out.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucked up?
Yes. And that's why sports are so much fun.
That's why, it's fun, but it also, this is what happens when your conferences get super bloated. Because some teams are able to sneak in with a just luck of the draw weaker schedule.
Well, SEC's trying to fix that by having the 3 rivalry games, home and home, every other year.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's only going to change things for a couple of teams because some of those rivalry games are not
great,
really relevant right now.
Yeah, they're not great.
Yeah. Anyways,
but look, it can all change.
Yeah.
TCU, Arizona State. We called this one. That was an easy one there.
ASU's back.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know that they're
2-0 in conference. But that's what really matters.
They're in the driver's seat. That all they got to do is keep winning. They only lost a non-con game against a team that's looking pretty fucking feisty. So I don't think it's a road loss like that. Not a bad loss.
I don't either. And I like them. I like their coach. I like this Leave It kid at quarterback. I wouldn't mind seeing Arizona State get another shot at redemption.
Yeah.
Tyson got fucked last year in that Texas game.
They got fucked last year in that Texas game because if Tyson's not hurt, they win that game.
They win it if they just called the targeting call, which they were supposed to.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they beat. I don't think they go at Utah and win, and I don't think they win against Texas Tech at home either. So
that's right. They get Texas Tech.
It may be moot, and then they got to play at Iowa State, which Iowa State's decent this year, and also it's at
a
Iowa
weird
State.
team.
So they play all the contenders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So maybe not. Next up was Ohio State Washington. This was on everybody's board as an upset. I don't really know why.
Because Julian Sayin is a fucking freshman, and he went 22 for 28.
God,
so
that guy's
stop
good.
talking about it.
It's insane.
Stop talking about how he's a freshman because I don't care.
I don't either. He's great. I've never seen a guy be able to spin the ball like this. And then the prediction that Dan and I told you last week was, hey, they're just auditioning running backs, and they're treating this whole entire season like a fucking warm-up for the playoffs. Happened. They started Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson is as advertised. 17 carries, 80 yards. And then Jeremiah Smith was Jeremiah Smith in this one. Washington's offense is number 10 in the nation. They scored 6 points. Ohio State is led by Matt Patricia on defense here. They have allowed 22 points total in 4 games. Mm-hmm. This team in Oregon, to me, are the top 2 teams in America.
I don't think Oregon's even in the conversation, but they held Washington to 1 for 11 on third down.
Yeah. Yeah,
that means a couple of things. As Washington is a high-powered offense, they have good secondary and they have good closeout from their linebackers and edge rushers. That's what that tells you, right? When you can convert as a defense on third down like that, you have those 2 things. You have good secondary, you got good push, and good closeout speed. Good closeout speed meaning you flush a dude out of the pocket, or you get somebody with the ball in the flat, or whatever it happens to be for that short yardage. You're able to shut them down.
Yeah, and with Ryan Day, by the way, not calling offense anymore, and obviously defense there. At heart, he was a quarterback's coach. That's who he really was, and that's how he started with Urban Meyer and those guys, and then moved up to OC and all that other shit. The way he's handling this kid should be fucking studied, man, because it's he's just slowly moving him along, dude, throughout the season. And God, this kid is efficient. 22, 28.
You know what's fucked up is that Bo Jackson and Jeremiah Smith and Julian Sayin are all going to be on the team next year.
Oh, and you're going to add the number 1 recruit in the nation, Chris Henry Jr., who's 6'6.5". I've watched his games are on ESPN every fucking Friday night in high school. If you want to watch it, it's the weirdest shit of all time to see a 6'6.5" kid in high school.
Yeah.
They're just throwing the ball up in the air 50 yards down the field and he can catch it.
I really think that
he'll be playing with Jeremiah Smith next year.
This is a silly, super early to say kind of thing, but Ohio State could legitimately three-peat.
They could. We'll see what happens.
But nobody stays healthy anymore.
That's the problem.
Like for 3 years in a row, if you're healthy in college for 3 years in a row, what the fuck?
Because you're playing an NFL season.
Yeah, I mean they weren't healthy last year and they won, so technically, I guess.
No, it's weird. And
so it's very unlikely. There's no way it's going to happen, but the potential is definitely there.
Look, the talent is there for sure. Next up is Oregon Penn State. Obviously, you and I were at this game. Double OT game. There is nothing like a whiteout game, by the way. It's just, God, it's a bucket list item. If you've never gone, I don't care who's in it, by the way. Just go and see it in person. It is so unbelievably impressive that is there a better game right now? I know you got the rivalry of Ohio State, Michigan, and all that other stuff, but is there a better regular season game than
not right
than
now?
that?
No. Notre Dame at
USC
game? At the Rose Bowl. It was that back in the day. But not anymore because Notre Dame and neither one of those teams are good, really, right? So I don't think there's nothing like this, the whiteout game right now.
In attendance, I can't imagine.
Yeah,
and there was no Oregon fans there.
Well,
there was one great shot of one Oregon fan after they won, and he's standing by himself in this sea of white, which happened to me when I was wearing the Ohio State shit that one year. And there was just no fucking fans there from Oregon whatsoever.
I mean, it's not an easy travel.
No, you got to go.
And it's the whiteout, so it's probably sold the fuck out.
7 hours across country, and But landing at coach, man, this guy's going to win a national championship one day.
He might. He's a very good coach. I tell you who won't ever win a national championship. And I was
waiting for it.
That's the guy who is now 4-21 versus top 10 teams at Penn State.
Yep.
4-21 is his record against top 10 teams.
Yeah.
So get fucked.
And he keeps saying the same thing.
Fire him today. There's no reason after that loss to keep him as coach. I can't. It's unimaginable to me. And he's like, I do lose a lot of big games. He just says it.
He said it out loud on the press conference. And he goes, it's not speculation, it's factual. That was his actual quote. And I was like, okay, are you trying to get fired at this point? Like, what is it?
There's no reason for that. I mean, it's
their offense.
It makes no sense to me that he's still on a part of this team.
But
honestly.
It was what, 3-3 at halftime, and you and I looked at each other and we're like, why don't you just turn Aller loose and just see what happens?
Well, Aller,
I know he had a pick at the end.
No, he's not good. Yeah. That's why they don't turn him loose. They don't really have any outstanding receivers, but he's also not good in any way.
I wouldn't draft him in the NFL.
No, Pribula is a good quarterback.
Yes.
He's not just in college, but he's probably going to be a decent NFL quarterback at some point.
He should be able to get paychecks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whether
it's starting or backup, who knows?
It'll depend on the situation he goes into and how he develops and all that stuff, but he's a competent man that can throw the ball under pressure
and run.
He's a good runner too.
Big boy, dude.
But he's actually good.
Like a Josh Allen kind of runner.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but he's actually good in the pocket too, right? Drew Aller's not. Sorry, I mean he not only is he not, but he's never been. And it's been 3 fucking years of him starting, and everybody has been saying this whole time, nope. And James Franklin's like, yep.
Yeah.
And he's 4-21 against teams that are in the top 10. As a team that is persistently throughout the entirety of his career there has been in the top 10, he's only won 4 fucking games against top 10 opponents.
And here's the other thing. Wasn't Aller like the #1 quarterback coming out of high school?
He was a blue chip guy for
sure.
Yeah,
he's a blue chip guy. Doesn't mean shit, though.
No, it doesn't. And clearly you're seeing that. Next up was LSU Ole Miss. God, there were some fucking games this weekend, weren't there, boys?
Yeah, this was a great game.
Great game.
LSU's offense is broken. It just sucks. I don't think LSU's defense played fine. Mm-hmm. I think 24 points on the road when your offense isn't doing shit. But yeah, that offense is fucked, and they are.
What happened? Because I picked Nussmeier preseason to win the Heisman.
I don't know.
I'm going to lose that bet. Luckily, I had some money on some bathtub money is what I like to call it, where I'm betting in shame, drunk at night.
Yeah.
On a couple other guys that are doing pretty well this year, but that was my pick on the show, so I have to live with it. But I cannot figure it the fuck out with this team. Is it the OC? Who is it? What's the?
I haven't seen. So normally I'll be on like college football Reddit and Twitter and stuff like that, and you'll see the complaints about it's this OC or a lineman or something like that. Our listeners can tell me if I'm wrong here. I haven't seen a specific thing. It's all been what the fuck.
Yeah.
Is Nussmeier hurt? Like what the fuck is going on?
Same thing. I don't know. And we have a lot of LSU listeners. We're dying to get back to LSU. The problem is, help yourself to some hard AF Seltzer, sir. Welcome to the show. I don't know how to. How many losses does LSU have this year? I don't know how to.
One.
No. I mean, for the rest of the season now.
I don't think their schedule's like horrific.
They go to Alabama.
They got to play Vanderbilt, A&M, Alabama in consecutive weeks, and they close out.
A&M.
Yeah, and they close out at Oklahoma.
Oh
they're not. They're definitely not winning at Alabama. They're going to get trucked.
Do they make the playoffs?
No.
If they go 10-2, they'll make the playoffs. I still think Vanderbilt is a flawed team. We'll find out some stuff this week.
They got a good offense, but
yes,
they got one guy.
Their defense isn't that good. They have a good receiver too, Trey something. I think LSU can easily beat A&M. I think LSU will beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma has a ton of question marks on offense. A ton. I know Mateer is a Heisman candidate. Oh, that's probably dead because he's going to miss at least a week, if not 2.
Yeah.
Well, they have a bye in there at least. So
right.
Okay. I don't think LSU's out of playoff contention. I do think probably SEC champ game contention is something of a long shot.
I mean, they're definitely going to lose at Alabama, so they'll at least be a 2-loss team. So they got to take care of business in all these other games. They can't afford one mistake.
Next up, to me, by the way, I know the Oregon game was great, and it was Penn State was double overtime and all the other stuff. To me, the game of the weekend, though, was actually Alabama-Georgia. Mm-hmm. Going into Georgia,
they had the longest home winning streak in the country.
Not a lot of confidence from Bama fans either. I was shocked.
Bama just owns Kirby. There are only 3 coaches, I think, who have beaten Kirby Smart twice. Nick Saban, Ed Ogeron, I think. No, it wasn't Ed Ogeron. I forget the other one is. But then it's Kalen DeBoer.
Really?
Yeah, Kalen DeBoer now has 2 wins against Kirby Smart.
Both at Alabama?
Mm-hmm.
No shit.
Back-to-back years. They won.
I mean, he didn't beat him at Washington, that's for sure.
Well, I didn't know if there was a playoff game because...
They didn't match up in the playoffs.
Okay. Interesting.
By the way, Kirby Smart lost them this game. They were...
So Dan and I were at the other game, so we didn't get to see this.
Game.
They were showing highlights on the scoreboard.
Had it in the quad. Georgia was 4th and 1 in the red zone. There was like 7 minutes left. By the way, Georgia completely shut down Alabama in the second half. Look at the box score. Alabama did not score in the second half.
Holy shit.
They did not score in the second half. Yeah. Georgia was in control. They were running the ball with authority. 4th and 1. There's like 7 minutes left. They're down 3. They're down 24-21. They elect to go for it. They don't take the points, even though they've been stopping Alabama from scoring all game, and they stopped them from scoring for the rest of the game. They call a run on 4th and 1, and they do some cutesy bullshit. Mike Bobo has a receiver, I think, come around, and they hand it off to some tiny white receiver. Gets trucked in the backfield. They don't convert. They never get a chance again.
This is stunning looking at this. I didn't know Alabama didn't score at all in the second half and still won the football game at Georgia. That's a big statement.
Alabama didn't score in the second half, but they had 11 more minutes of possession for the game.
They were converting third downs at an unsustainable rate.
13 for 19 on third down.
Yeah.
That is who does Georgia have?
But that's not an unsustainable rate because they did it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, Georgia was 2 for 8 on third down. You can't beat good teams if you go fucking 25% on third down. You've got to keep the ball and keep the clock moving for the obvious reasons to maintain possession and give yourself a chance to score, but also to keep the ball in the other guy's hands, and they didn't do that very well.
Can I read off to you the leaders who are tied for number 1 in the SEC right now? Ole Miss, Missouri, Vanderbilt. Those are the 3. 5-0.
I mean, we're
5-0 in the conference.
We're 2 to 3 weeks into conference play, so that's not shocking yet. If we're 6 weeks in, 7 weeks in, and it's still like that, then we got the conversation to have for sure.
That's hilarious, though.
It is, yeah.
Because I have no idea who's going to win the SEC now. I have zero idea.
None. Yeah. I mean, all these teams are very talented, but have serious flaws. Essentially.
Yep.
Ole Miss has a horrible run defense and not much of a run game. I'm not totally sold on Alabama's defense yet, to be honest. And also, I mean,
their pass defense is good. Their run defense, we'll see.
Yeah. And then, Missouri has serious secondary problems. We play Alabama in 2 weeks. I don't think we're going to have a problem moving the ball on them, but I do think they're going to land some really big punches.
Ty Simpson's heating up, man.
Yeah.
And, he took a lot of shit the first 2 weeks, but since then has performed.
Yeah. And then LSU doesn't have an offense. A&M's offense is sus, and Oklahoma's offense is suspect.
Yeah.
And then just throw Texas out. I don't want to hear about
it.
Texas sucks.
Yeah.
Alabama's given up 200 yards rushing or more in 2 out of their 4 games this year.
Woo.
Yeah, they don't stop the run well.
Like Florida State and Georgia both hung over 200 on them.
God
now, those are both road games against good teams, so whatever.
Right.
But you can't give up 220, 230 yards of rushing against any team.
Right.
No.
And they play on the road in 2 weeks against Ahmad Hardy and one of the best rushing teams in the country.
And Pribula also is going to fucking probably rush for 80 yards in that game, right?
Why not?
And that's a winnable game. I'm not saying we're going to win, but I'm just saying the SEC is so fucking wide
Georgia
open.
at Missouri?
We don't play
Alabama.
Oh, okay. Alabama's
at Missouri. Yeah.
They're at Missouri.
They're
in
at
2 weeks, yeah.
I'll be there.
So Alabama plays Vandy this week. I don't think that's going to be an issue, but at Missouri next week, that's something.
What time is that game?
11 a.m.
God damn it. So they just, by the way, Ohio State, Illinois, which I'm going to be at, fucking 11 a.m., dude. I can't believe it. Fuck you, Fox.
Fuck
you, Fox. Next up is Indiana, Iowa, 20-15. This is what we're talking about with this Indiana team, man, where it's just like they're 5-0. I don't believe in them. Nobody really believes in them, and they're going to probably sneak into the playoffs.
You should believe in them. They beat the absolute fuck out of Illinois, and they went on the road to Iowa. Not an easy place to play. Iowa mucks it up. They got the win. Just handle your fucking business. I'm
20-15.
That's what Iowa does to you.
And Indiana needed a 50-yard bomb with, I think it was under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It was
1:28 to play, I believe.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
We had it at the tailgate.
It's a conference road game.
Yeah, but if they don't have that bomb, they lose that fucking game. So I don't know what this team is, man. Next up, Iowa State destroyed Arizona. Whatever.
Sucks.
Yeah, Arizona
They're the
sucks.
worst undefeated team in the country.
Next up, man, this was a big one. So won a lot of money. Thankfully, this went in overtime because it was 6.5. But Mississippi State might be for real. I mean, that was a fucking game.
They're
dude.
good.
They can score.
Here's what you need to look out for Mississippi State. One, they're definitely gonna make a bowl game. They're 4-1. They'll get 2 wins. And 2, the Egg Bowl is in Starkville this year. So if Ole Miss is rolling,
They'll go nuts. Yeah.
and they're coming in and they're playing a Mississippi State team that's maybe got like 6-7 wins, that's going to be a rough fucking game. That game is going to have serious SEC title implications and maybe playoff implications if Ole Miss has lost 2 games up to that point.
I mean, this confirmed who Tennessee is. They can score and they can't defend.
Right.
Yep.
So that's going to be every
Another
fucking
one.
game.
I forgot about Tennessee, actually.
Yeah.
They're legit. And Aguilar's kind of coming back down to earth. He had 335 yards, but 24 for 40. And it's just, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Georgia Tech squeaked one out in overtime against Wake Forest. Ended up winning by 1.
I'm fine with this.
in
They got off to
one.
a shit start and they rolled through Wake Forest in the second half. They really controlled the game. This is like one of those letdown things.
This is a good teaching moment for the coach. You sit your kids down and be like, "Hey, dude, anybody can beat you on any given weekend if you fucking don't show up and
Take
play."
care of business.
Yeah, so I'm fine with Tech in this. Vandy rolled. Pavia had 5 TDs.
Forget that. Don't worry about what Vandy did. Just look at what Utah State did.
35 points. There is no defense in the world that should allow 35 points against Utah State.
Vandy and Tennessee are the same team.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Like literally the same team, and they're right down the road from each other too.
Yeah. Missouri, UMass, you probably watched it.
Yeah, ho-hum. We were kind of sleepy, to be honest. I was a little underwhelmed by the effort in this game. So they have a bye week. Hopefully Drink
But it's
jumps
UMass.
up their ass.
It's hard to get up for those games. And look, if you look at Pribula stats, 26 of 29. Jesus Christ. What more could you ask?
He did throw a pick.
Oh, he did?
Tried to force it in. The one thing that pissed me off in this game is several times, including the Pribula pick, these dudes look like they're out there trying to play NCAA. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Like just
yeah.
crazy jukes, and I'm like, just get the first down.
Yeah, just stop making highlights.
Yeah.
Or
That's how you
trying
get
to.
hurt, actually, is you keep jumping around, and then 8 dudes tackle you in the fucking leg.
We tell the kids in 12U the same exact thing. Like, it looks cool, but fucking A, if you miss or you fuck it up, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Like, stop doing that.
What's the line on Dante Moore for Heisman?
He's
right
the
now?
favorite right now, I think.
Is he really?
I think he jumped. I think I read this morning that he jumped to the favorite.
Okay.
I mean, him and Pavia would be at the top of my list. Maybe Aguilar sneaks in if he keeps lighting it up because they do have a high-powered offense. Sawyer Robertson has the best numbers at Baylor, but
They're not going to win enough games.
yeah, they're going to win like maybe 5 or 6 games. If they make a bowl game, maybe he's in the conversation. But low-tier bowl games, you don't really get a look.
You got to be put. You got to if you want to get to New York with 8 wins, you essentially have to be like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Illinois beat USC. I was actually shocked by this, and they needed it. It was a big win, and yeah, dude, this is USC going to Illinois. So this game for them is a 9 a.m. game, which we talked about last week, and I don't know any kid. Shit, even my fucking 7-year-old doesn't want to play a 9 a.m. game for flag football, for Christ's sakes.
In college, 9 a.m. felt like waking up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, dude, this is nuts. Great game all the way around, and we sent some listeners there. It was a fucking awesome game, for Christ's sakes, and they were amped. But yeah, Illinois is now back in that weird conversation because it's a big win. So good for them. Unfortunately, they got Ohio State rolling into town in 2 weeks.
They're still in the playoff hunt. They go 10-2. I think they've got a great shot, but they won't have beaten anyone good on their schedule. I don't foresee USC remaining a great win.
So he went because we're about to go into Notre Dame here. Who wins then? USC Notre Dame.
I think
Notre Dame can fucking score, and they have a good offense. Their defense is shit. It looks like they picked it up this weekend.
I mean,
56
Arkansas
to
has
13.
been dumping in
points.
points.
I know. So if they were able to figure it out and get to 10-2, Notre Dame is in, right?
Maybe. With the probably
There's
on
no
brand,
conference
on
championship.
brand alone, probably.
That's it.
It's so fucking stupid.
BYU, Colorado.
Don't care.
Don't
Whatever.
care. Yeah, no need for that. We'll skip ahead to our sponsors here. We're brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code DrinkinBros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. All the odds we read from today's show will be from MyBookie.com. Bob talked to you about the top, about the rakebacks and everything else. I actually want to see their new Heisman numbers because they usually come out on Monday here. You can bet on the Heisman Trophy, and it's wide open right now. Who do you guys have? Who do you think's in the driver's seat right now?
Is in the
Dante
driver's seat.
Moore, Pavia is certainly up there. Maybe Aguilar if he keeps it up. I mean, you got to think Tennessee's going to keep scoring.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to because they can't play fucking defense. So he and Pavia specifically are looking good. And then, Sawyer, Robertson.
Dante Moore,
at Baylor.
7-1. Jeremiah Smith is now second at 850 to 1.
That's not going to happen.
Where's
That I had money on.
Where's Carson Beck at?
Carson Beck is at 10 to 1 right now.
Okay.
That's
hate
one
that.
you should. I think I put a. No, I didn't actually. I didn't put anything on him.
Miami didn't play
Ty
this.
Simpson, by the way, 10 to 1.
Yeah, Miami didn't play this week, and last week they played against a really good defense, so his stock probably dropped a little bit, but I think he's going to be in the conversation all year.
Julian Sands at 17 to 1, and some of these guys are rising here. Jeremiah Smith certainly putting up the numbers.
Jonah Coleman from Washington has 10 rushing touchdowns already.
Let's see where he's at right now.
Probably not even on the board. Washington sucks. I mean, they can score a lot, but he's got 10 rushing touchdowns.
I mean,
How did he do this weekend?
Ahmad Hardy's not even on this list. He has 9 rushing touchdowns and leads the country in rushing. Jeremiah Love, by the way, had 4 touchdowns. He's I think, firmly back in the
should
conversation.
definitely be in the conversation.
Against Ohio State, 13 carries, 70 yards, no touchdowns.
Oof.
So most of his stats have been against
Shitty teams.
Shitty teams
Okay.
so far.
13 for 70 is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I would sprinkle on Jeremiah Love. Where's he at?
I saw him at like halfway down the list.
God damn. Yeah, I don't. It's hard to find him. Who are you saying? Marcel Reed. Jeremiah Love is actually at 26 to 1 right
Ahmad
now.
Hardy's not even on there.
No.
And he's, I guess he hasn't really, they haven't really played anybody for these numbers to be impressive, but he's got impressive numbers.
Pribula's on the board for the first time.
Oh, I think
35 to 1.
Hardy would get it before Pribula, just based on the way our offense is set up. Hardy's going to put up more numbers, would be my guess.
Yeah. But yeah, these are fun right now. So if you're gambling out there,
Is Haynes King
shit.
on there?
Yeah, he is.
Where's he at?
30 to 1.
30? That's not a bad bet. If Georgia Tech somehow manages to win the ACC and Haynes King has 15 passing, which is probably what he'll get, and 25 rushing touchdowns, which is what he's on fucking pace for right now, there's a shot he wins the Heisman, which would be crazy for a fucking Georgia Tech guy to win a Heisman. Has that ever happened before?
I feel like they used to be great.
Georgia Tech used to be very
Yeah, but
good
like
back in the
when
day.
I mean,
80s.
you're talking about
80s.
mid 80s
Yeah.
or prior.
I think Calvin Johnson.
They've never had one.
They've never had one.
Never had a Heisman.
Never.
Diego Pavia, by the way, 17 to 1. If he's able to keep this going, that's not a bad bet either. But yeah, get your bets in now because this is changing and it's all over the place. I don't think I've ever seen odds this high either all year. It started off
no
with
front
like
runner,
3
yeah.
to 1. Who was it?
It was either
Who
no,
was
Arch.
the favorite?
Wasn't Arch?
Oh, it was Arch.
Yeah,
Right,
he was like
3 to 1.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's insane.
That is fucking hilarious. So yeah, if you're out there, man, you believe in these guys. Daddy's got money sprinkled on a couple of them there. Jeremiah Smith being one of them. What did I get? I'll go through the annals of history and look. I think I got him at like 15 to 1 before the season started. And then Julian Sand, I sprinkled a little bit as well, being a homer. These are homer bets that I don't place online because I realize they're homer picks. I don't want to fucking do it for you guys. I genuinely thought it was going to be Nussmeier, and it's going to fuck me. And then after watching Penn State this weekend, I don't think they have any shot to win a national championship. I really
Penn
don't.
State? No, not even close.
No. So that's the way I picked in the preseason.
They'll be able to muck up a first and second round game and beat pretty much anybody that's not Ohio State. I think maybe if it's Oregon, we'll see. I mean, they could have beat Oregon for sure.
But how would they fare against Georgia, for example?
Georgia would beat them by 10 points.
That's what I think too. That's what I think too. Next up is DrinkerBrosTickets.com. If you want tickets to any of these games, a lot of you guys are posting photos from college football games and NFL games, and it's awesome, man. Take the family out, enjoy your life. They're actually pretty inexpensive this year, and they're going down. Prices are going down. I saw that dickhead from Ticketmaster on the other day who's saying, fuck, concerts are too cheap and everything else. No, the fuck they're not. You goddamn liar. And we all know that you're holding back 70% of your tickets and then reselling them on Live Now. So fuck off with that bullshit. Tickets for these games are relatively cheap. I'm telling you, man, take the kids out. It's fun. We've been giving out free tickets for Illinois all year to our listeners, and they've had a blast. So, yeah, go, dude. Prices at Illinois, too, are like for a fucking 16 ounce of orange are like $9 for an 8%. Like, let's go, dude.
It's the beauty of these non-football schools.
Yeah.
Right? The stadium prices are still great.
They are. And it's affordable for a family. So enjoy it, dude. Take the kids. They're going to have a blast. I'm going to take my kid again. One of the investors is taking his kids. Like, it's fun, man. It's a fun environment, and it's just nice to go outside and hang out with people, dude. That's why we keep going to these tailgates and doing these live shows and everything else. Like, it's just great meeting you guys and literally just hanging out for an entire day and boozing and learning about your life. So, yeah, go to drinkingbrostickets.com. Last but not least is hardafseltzer.com. I'm going to go real hard on Circle K. If you buy out the Circle K, it goes through November 6th, we found out. That is the end of the test run in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Auburn University, and the Panhandle there. Just buy out the Circle Ks until November 6th. They will put us in 1,000 stores or 3,000 stores or something crazy in the Southeast, and it will literally change the company overnight. So please go out and do that. Just keep buying them. I'll fucking Venmo you. I don't even give a shit. It's a big deal. So thank you. Thank you for the support and all of that. And yes, we're heading out some more college stadiums and everything else. We've been in talks. Some people were asking, like, what are the next colleges for us? Boise State is pretty high on that list, by the way.
Yeah.
Albertsons owns the stadium.
Yeah.
And we're in all the Albertsons there. Texas State is on that list.
There's a couple of smaller places that I want to do, too.
Same.
Texas State's one of them.
Yep.
I think ECU,
the
Pirates, would be fucking
boy,
fun.
That would be fun.
Greenville, North Carolina. We're going to be back in North Carolina.
For we're going back for Christmas, I think. So I can take that meeting in person.
No, I mean Hard AF.
Oh yes.
Like,
Hard AF for sure.
Like I don't know what the timeline for that is or whatever.
But I'm taking that meeting with, I think it's ECU, UNC, and Duke over Christmas break. So we're trying to knock out all those schools.
If we're able to get just Belichick's face on the UNC, you can.
Is he gonna stay?
No.
Yeah, it'd be like a year or two.
Yeah. I mean, what is
I
this?
think he's gonna get bored after next year.
What is this, dude? I just don't get it.
Who knows? That he's a fucking weird guy, so who knows?
Yeah. But that ECU meeting is coming, dude. Christmas break. So
yeah, that's one on my radar for sure. I would love to have an ECU just because. I've had a bunch of friends go to school there because it's close. It's a good school that's kind of close to where I grew up.
Yeah.
But also like the other schools that are close to where I grew up, South Carolina, Clemson. Private schools like Furman is a crazy private school, but they suck at sports. ECU is a small school, but they're good at sports. NC State, big school, it's hit or miss with sports.
Yeah.
Right? And then Georgia.
Yeah, NC State has already said yes.
Georgia's too far away, so for not for Hard AF, I just mean for people I know that went to school. Although I do have a bunch of Baker went to school there, Jamie went to school there, but
it would eat up the whole state. Here's what I'll say about Georgia.
ECU's dope.
They ended up saying no in the end, and they're very, very conservative. Because even Zach Brown, I think they got a no out of him too, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. Or Zach Bryan, I'm sorry, the singer. Yeah, who just literally sold out a fucking 112,000 seat stadium. All right, we'll move on to the NFL. Let's start with tonight's games. Doubleheader tonight. Again, this is a recurring theme, I guess, for the NFL now. We're going to just do doubleheaders back-to-back weeks. I love it, but what's the reasoning for this? First one is Jets, Dolphins. Who is starting in this game?
I hope they tie. I don't want either of these teams to win. I don't think either of these teams deserve to win.
This is Miami minus 2.5. Do we know who's starting in this game?
Justin Fields is not on the injury report, so presumably it's him.
If he's not, then this is a fun game. Then this makes sense. The spread is 2.5. Because a home game for Miami, they didn't look that bad against Buffalo last week. They almost won that fucking game. So, who you got here, Dan?
I'll take the Jets plus 2.5. I think Miami's soft. That's their problem, right? The Buccaneers fucked around too much last week, but the Jets are not that good. Let's be real about that. But they can run the ball pretty well. Justin Fields even can run the ball. Breece Hall's been okay this year. And I think Fields coming back. They might be a little rusty in the first quarter. Yeah. Just out of sync, you never know. Garrett Wilson's a great receiver, though. You just got to throw the ball up to that motherfucker and let him get it. But, yeah, Breece Hall's been okay this year. I don't know. I just don't. There's something weird about Northeast teams going into Miami, though. Mm-hmm. They always seem to fuck it up. So this is probably where it's supposed to be. Typically, you would get 3. If it's a confident win, you're the home team, it's -2 or 3.5, not 2.5.
Yeah.
So Vegas isn't sure about this one.
Here's where I'm going to go. I'm going to take the over's only 43.5. I want to watch all this shit because I got to catch up on emails and invoices and all that bullshit from over the weekends. My bookie allows you. I'm going to fucking do it now here while I ask Bob, but they allow you when you pick 4 teams or 4 different things, 13-point teasers. So like, technically, I'm going to see if I can do it, man. I would drop this line down to 30.5. Take the over, obviously.
Right.
Jack up the Jets to 15.5. That'd be fun. And then I'm going to cross the 0 on Denver and the next one, and then drop that over down as well, which we'll get to. That might be my fun play of the night here, and I'll go pretty hard on it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And if Fields is starting, it should be fun. And in at least a decent game. Who you got in this one,
Bob? The over for sure, even without a teaser. I think they cover that.
I agree.
Both teams have been scoring. I don't know other than that. I'll just take the over.
Yeah. Next up is Bengals Broncos. Browning looked great the first game. Subbing in for Burrow. Looked horrific last week. This is at Denver in a night game. We've been to one. They go bug fuck there. This is Denver, though, -7.5. Who you got, Dan?
I mean, he had a better game against Minnesota, technically. But
did they come back or something? I watched until
They won in Jacksonville, but no, they got fucking hammered against Minnesota. Just a lot of turnovers. He's got, 5 picks in 2 games, I think?
Yep.
Yeah. To be honest, Denver's got a really good defense. They can also run the ball pretty well. I'll take Denver -7.5.
Cincinnati has a terrible run game.
Cincinnati's run game sucks, and their defense is okay, right? But without a run game and without a quarterback that can fucking complete passes, I think
R.J. Harvey and Dobbins should have a field day tonight. I'll look at their player stats as well.
Yeah, I'm going to look at those too, but I think Denver -7.5 is safe.
Yeah. Bob?
Yeah, I like the Broncos.
Yeah, I do too.
They need to win, by the way. You
can't start 1-3.
No.
And look, the Bengals are just trying to stay alive. If Burrow can come back in December, who knows? But, man, I just can't see any way that they win this game tonight. I really can't, to be honest with you. Give it to R.J. Harvey and Dobbins all night and just running up their fucking assholes. It seems pretty easy to me. But I'll make that bet right after the show and then post that in Drinkin Bros Sports on Facebook. It's a private group. It's free to join. Just don't be a fucking asshole. That's the only rules over there. We'll get to the rest of the NFL here. Seahawks, Cardinals, worthless fucking game, dude. These fucking coaches, because we did watch it. I forget where we were, in an airport somewhere, but leaving it up to a 52 to 60 yarder now is, it's happening every fucking game, and they didn't even try to. There was time on the clock. They didn't even try to get the ball closer. They were like, "Now we're good, man. He's gonna make it." And he made it, and that was it. Myers kicked a 52-yarder. That's still such a massive risk to me. I just don't get it, man. I just still can't wrap my mind around it.
Why not?
It's not a risk, apparently.
Apparently it's not, I guess. It's just so fucking hard.
So 50-plus yard field goals by team. Dallas, 4 for 4. No surprise there.
He's the best kicker I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Tampa Bay, 4 for 4. Tennessee, 4 for 6. Houston, 3 for 5. Kansas City, 3 for 5. Minnesota, 3 for 3. Philly, 3 for 3. Seattle,
Jesus
3 for 4.
Christ.
They don't miss.
I know.
They don't fucking miss.
I'd have to look and see what the actual percentage is. I'd have to download this, but even the 40 to 49 is nobody's missing these field goals anymore.
No. So it's again strange to see. Steelers. Aaron Rodgers looked really good in this game, by the way. Beat the Vikings. I know the Vikings have a backup quarterback. Wentz came alive in the second half, ended up going for 350 and 2 touchdowns there. And this was an actual fun game on a Sunday. I was shocked by it.
Yeah.
All right.
Weird.
Yeah. It's one of those overseas games that you're like, does anybody really care? And then, they fucking cared. And it was close at the ends. But Vikings are 2-2. Steelers are 3-1. I don't think it's out of the question to be
and
like,
also,
hey,
they're
could they do it?
In the driver's seat for that division right now, too.
Great defense.
Yeah.
They took their foot off the gas in the fourth quarter, but through 3, they only had 6 points on the board for the Vikings. Next up was the Redskins Falcons. We kind of grazed at this a little bit. Chewed on this game for a little bit. It's Permani brothers in Pittsburgh. I don't know. Who was the quarterback, Mariota, for the Redskins?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Penix had a pretty good game.
He did. It's just, man, these throws are – he's 2 great receivers. So I know you had Kyle Pitts and I've got Drake London, so that's why we were watching it, to be honest with you, on fantasy. And the throws were caught because the receivers were great. But even on that 5-yard out to Kyle Pitts, he's 6'5.5". He shouldn't have to reach that goddamn high for a ball that – I mean, it was a 5-yard out. He's wide open. These numbers were skewed a little bit, in my opinion. But, shocked the Falcons are 2-2. Congratulations. Bills, Saints. It's a lot closer. This is that 16.5-point game that we talked about last week.
They don't like that in the NFL.
No. Didn't bet it, though.
Yeah.
Didn't want to get involved in it. Lions came out and killed the Browns. At what point do you start Gillen Dabriel? I mean, just let's put somebody else in there.
Yeah.
Flacco was just throwing things, tay in the wind, man. I mean,
he doesn't care. I don't think he's engaged at all. Like, he's just like, whatever, I'm getting paid.
I mean, there was 2 really, really bad interceptions that were just thrown in the air to no one. I mean, nobody's even on that side of the field.
Yeah.
One, it looked like he was trying to throw it out of bounds, and it didn't get out of bounds. The guy caught it.
Just not strong enough to get out of bounds.
No.
Yeah.
He's so old that it's like, hey, you drafted 2 quarterbacks in this draft.
Right.
Start mixing and matching and playing these guys. You're 1-3. What the fuck does it matter right now? Try it out because you got 2 picks in the first. Browns have 2 picks in the first round next year.
Yeah.
You're either going to get a quarterback or you're not.
Another one.
What do you do here? So their defense is excellent, by the way, but you can't keep them on the field the entire game. You just can't. Next up was Panthers Patriots. It's the Panthers. I don't really care. Chargers game. God damn it. All right. This is the one game that cost me all the nice things in life. And I don't get it. Hampton had 128 yards, for Christ's sakes. Malik Neighbors tore his ACL in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And you still couldn't beat this team with a rookie quarterback. And then Scatabo just fucking headbutting people there. I like Jackson Dart. He was fun to watch. Scatabo was fun to watch. So the way that Dayball kissed Jackson Dart after winning this game, it was almost like, thank you for saving my job.
Yeah, he got him money.
Yes. Well, he got him.
Yeah. Kept him employed for another week.
Because he would have been fired, I think, after this game. I really believe that.
He's worthless. So, I don't.
Worthless. Eagles Buccaneers was a fucking blast of a game to watch. I said it before and I'll say it again. If Baker Mayfield is physically playing in the game, he's the most exciting player in football right now. They were down a fuck ton at half. It was 24-6, and then he just starts dropping bombs to people. 80-yarder to fucking Egbuka, 80-yarder to Bucky Irving. Godwin's back. Imagine Godwin is getting his sea legs back, obviously, but imagine when it's Egbuka, because Mike Evans was out.
Yeah.
Evans and Godwin. I am putting money on the Buccaneers for the NFC, just in case.
They're going to be fine. This loss doesn't mean anything.
No. Yeah. I mean, look, it says how good the Eagles are, because I think this is a trap
Eagles
game
are insane,
for them.
Yeah.
The Eagles look like the best team in the NFL all the way around. Just
there's no holes.
No.
Yeah.
They got no holes on this fucking team. They're 4-0.
Although I guess A.J. Brown is sad. He keeps sending cryptic tweets about how nobody likes him.
Well, because he bitches about not getting the ball, and it's like, hey, dude, your team is 4-0.
Yeah.
This is a team sport, not a you sport
right.
here. So I don't really give a shit about what A.J. Brown has to say. Like, you just won the Super Bowl, for Christ's sakes, and you're 4-0. Usually there's a hangover or something. This team looks like it's gotten better.
Yeah.
What are you fucking sad about, A.J. Brown?
Well, I mean, look, Derek was talking last week about how every sack over 6 is an extra $1 million under contract. And I'm sure there's some correlation with receivers as well. I mean,
for sure is.
He's on pace to get 60 receptions and 642 yards this year. Oof. And that's not how you get a $30 million contract.
And a bonus.
Yeah, and he's already won a title.
Yeah. He'll move on and just get a paycheck. Yep. He seems like that dude.
I mean, why not? It's a fucking business. You're trying to set your family up for the rest of your life, not make the billionaire that owns the Eagles richer.
Right. But I mean, this, ask for a trade then if you want.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Speaking of this number, somebody was talking about how Aubrey's going to get like a fucking $25+ million contract after this year.
Yeah, probably should.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't miss. That's one thing. But the league is 74% this year on 50+ yarders. 74% as a league.
Mm-hmm.
So he's replaceable.
Kickers' salaries, by the way, have tripled in the last 5 years.
I can't say he's replaceable because if you look at his stats specifically, there is no replacement of that. He hasn't missed in like 3 years or some shit.
He's insane. And you can score from anywhere on the field basically, like halfway and up. You're good to go.
But I'm going to read off this stat because I'm playing McClurg this weekend. Obviously, you guys saw the show in fantasy football. I'm up by 9. I've got Dobbins left tonight. He's got Bo Nix. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be a fun one tonight. But his kicker, Matt Gay, for the Redskins, 18 points. 18 points. Now I had let's take Justin Jefferson for example.
Yeah,
best wide receiver probably in the NFL.
Yeah,
him or Jamar Chase, 22.6. Mm-hmm. When your kicker is able to score, Justin Jefferson went 1 in a lot of leagues.
Yeah.
To score as much as the top wide receiver, yeah, dude, you're going to start paying these fucking guys. And holy shit, man. That's the only reason this game is close at all. It's because he has 18 points from a kicker.
Yeah.
But that's where we're at. So, yeah, the salary is going to keep going up and up and up for kickers, man. They're more valuable. They're scoring more points than Mahomes has this year. I know he had a great game yesterday, but yeah, fucking A. Next up, Texans versus Titans. Texans either figured it out or
Titans
are just the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, they're fucking terrible.
So, Colts Rams. I was actually impressed by Indiana Jones in this one. Going on the road at the Rams, not easy, and he was in it the entire fucking game. Matt Stafford is having a fucking year.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. 375 and 3 touchdowns. But the Colts looked impressive for their, a big test on the road, and it was a close fucking game. So
Colts are legit.
They're legit, dude. It's a legitimate team. Next up was Jags, 49ers. Don't care.
The Jags are tied with the Colts now for first place.
I know. I can't believe it, but I don't believe in the Jags still. At 3-1, Brock Purdy came back. This game froze. So a lot of people hit me up and said, hey, why was this taken off the board on my bookie? I didn't think he was going to play. I thought it was going to be Mac Jones. Yeah. So he came in at the last minute and allegedly got hurt again, like his toe or something.
Who knows?
Who knows?
When? I mean, he threw for 309 yards. I didn't even watch this one.
There's a report that just popped up behind the scenes that said they're looking at an MRI for a toe or something like that. All right, Ravens Chiefs. Bet the house on the Chiefs in this one, and teasers and all that other fun stuff. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. Lamar Jackson either sat with a hamstring injury in the fourth, or he just quit that game because they were down by 30 at one point. Like, what has happened to the Ravens? They're 1-3.
Brutal schedule. Who have they played so far?
Yeah, let's look at it.
They played Buffalo, they played Detroit, and they played Kansas City.
And those are the 3 losses.
And
the only win is against the Browns.
Yeah, and Buffalo and Buffalo and Kansas City was on the road.
Yeah.
So it's been a horrible schedule, but they haven't looked particularly good, I guess. Derrick Henry's kind of MIA. I think he only had like 8 carries or something this game.
That's typical for him. He's had a couple of atypical seasons the last couple of years, but he usually he'll have a big game here or there early in the season, but usually not many.
The schedule, I will say, for the rest of the year does ease up for the Ravens a lot.
Yeah.
So they could certainly turn this around. Lamar Jackson looks checked out for some reason. Like I don't know what's going on with him.
I think
I watched this entire fucking game. Yeah, but I mean,
one thing too is the Chiefs kind of own Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Like Spagnuolo in particular has just been the one dude who has been able to shut down Lamar Jackson in his career. So I don't know how much I read into it a ton, but yeah, it's just they own Lamar Jackson, man. And the Chiefs, by the way, we're sleeping on the Chiefs. We always sleep on the Chiefs because they're kind of boring now, I guess.
Now they're 2-2,
but they're fucking good. They're still really fucking good.
And
now they're
Worthy came back and looked great.
Yep.
So
Rashee Rice isn't even back yet.
No. And it's just, if they could figure out the running back or trade or something. That Thornton kid looks pretty fucking good, too. Like, he's getting in the mix. Pat Mahomes hasn't thrown for 4 touchdowns in the last 2 years, except for this game. So who knows, man? Yeah, Chiefs are quietly climbing up, dude.
They'll be fine.
Bears, Raiders. No. I do want to commend you on your prediction, though. You said Genti would go off this game. He had 3 touchdowns, 138 yards, was catching the ball. This is your offense. Let's run everything through him, passing and running, and you'll be fine. These guys had a blocked field goal at the end of the game. Yeah. But again, you leave it up to a 55 fucking yarder, man. Like,
I feel like there's been a lot of blocks this year.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. When you're kicking balls this far, you actually have to drive the ball lower.
Right.
So when you leave it up to a 55 yarder at the end of the game, like all these fucking people are doing, you got to drive the ball lower, so you're going to be able to get hands on it. Or if you move quickly, that's why you're seeing that. So yeah, again, try to get in a little closer, fuckers. In my opinion, Pete Carroll lost this game for them. And then the Packers-Cowboys game. Man, it was a blast to watch, especially on a long flight. But 40-40 tie.
Oh man, so bad.
How do you feel about that? Micah Parsons, by the way, looked dejected. He played great.
He saved the game.
The rest of the defense looked atrocious.
Yeah, he saved the game for that. Like, he tackled Dak. Dak was going to get in the end zone. Here's one thing I don't understand. So the Packers elected to receive in overtime. Or I'm sorry, the Packers elected to play defense in overtime first. Right? They won the toss. They played defense. That makes no fucking sense to me, even though it's not sudden death anymore. Because let's say you both score touchdowns on your opening drives. Then it is next score wins.
Yep.
So now Dallas would have had the opportunity to win with the next score no matter what it was. What the fuck is that? That's insane.
Don't know.
Yeah, the NFL rules are gay.
Well, not only that, but like, what was LaFleur thinking doing that?
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't hurt him, I guess, but like you take the ball first.
They tied.
Yeah, you should.
So it did hurt them.
And honestly, they were
2-1-1.
Both their offenses were going so well that you probably just should take the ball first anyway. Horrible coaching decision by LaFleur. They're lucky they were able to tie the game.
Lucky. That was the last second kick.
Yeah. If the ball
is... By the way, I was on the plane, and so, you know, it was kind of caught up a little bit. But was there really 1 second left? Because that throw looked like it went a little longer to me. Like, I didn't think there should be any time
You never know,
left.
but the clock that you see on the screen is never accurate.
Okay.
People, like, everybody always bitches about it, but that's not the real clock, the one you see on the screen.
It's not.
It's not. No, it's connected to it's connected to New York, and it's connected to the referee's fucking thing. So, whatever. That's something. I don't know which one's dumber, though, the NFL rules or the college rules. Like, stop telling me that we were at a great game, because we were not. We were at a shit game.
For Penn State?
Yeah, and then we saw 2 teams with bullshit offenses who were able to score from the 25-yard line, sure.
Yeah,
if you give them a 75% head start, no, that's not a great game. It's 2 fucking shitty teams that against a real team, any other real team with a real defense, both of those teams are going to suck. Like Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State would be either one of those teams I saw this weekend.
I agree. I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing as we were watching it. Because, it was 17-7 going into the fourth.
It is exciting, though. I mean, honestly, the college version is better.
It's better.
Just do that with the NFL.
I agree.
Move it out to the 45.
Or 35 or something.
For the NFL?
Right?
Yeah. But, yes, that's what it should be.
And then the other part, too, because the clock is short. It's like 10 minutes for a fucking overtime.
Yeah, it's weird. I thought, why not
a 15?
The first season, they did a full 15.
Yeah.
They
just changed it,
That's so stupid.
And then
when you make them play an extra game, I guess try not to put more time on them.
Hey, guys, if you don't want to fucking play more quarters, win the game in regulation. That's on you.
And then one last thing that I really enjoyed this weekend on that Friday night game that you and I were watching together was the tap into the officials on the sidelines for the instant replays and
Yeah,
them
the
speaking
ACC does that.
and hearing how they're making these decisions.
Yeah, it's cool.
Really fucking cool. I think they should adopt that for NFL, college, everywhere.
I mean, it reminds me of the baseball, and every year in spring training they mic up dudes all over the place, and then every now and again on Sunday Night Baseball for ESPN they mic them up.
Yep.
They should be mic'd up for every fucking game.
And it's the same with golf.
Yeah,
golfers too. Like,
do you
Ryder Cup over the
weekend? Do they not
weekend?
realize the fucking world we live in? We live in a world now where the younger generation will watch people online playing a game instead of playing the goddamn game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So hearing somebody funny talk, if you wanna boost the NFL in Latin America, mic up a Latin American player or something like that. You know what I mean? That's the way to do it. It's not the fucking Bad Bunny one time every 5 years having a fucking dude play at the Super Bowl is not going to do it, man. That doesn't make any sense.
I think the Ryder Cup over the weekend should have mic'd up those players because there was so much fucking madness
The
going on.
PGA is very afraid of doing that.
Yeah.
For Adam Sandler reasons. Right? Because it used to be a gentleman's sport, but the dudes that play now are half gentlemen and half fucking white trash. You know what I mean?
Man, people were chucking beers at each other. The head of the golf network, that chick with the huge tits, started the "fuck you, Rory" chant in the crowd. I think she's getting fired. That was fucking out of control and just
golf
madness
crowds
this
have
weekend.
literally become the Happy Gilmore bit from
It's
the
really
first movie.
funny.
where
It's fun,
just
though.
Yeah.
And it's entertaining. So the ratings make it better. I know Rory was bitching about it afterwards because his wife got hit with a beer. Somebody threw a beer at his wife.
I'd be pissed too. I'd whip somebody's ass.
yeah.
For that.
Same here. And so, like, I understand where he's coming from, but it does make it more exciting. And, yeah.
This is what happens. Millennials have aged into being able to afford golf tickets.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they drink there like millennials do. And that's...
Yeah.
And the Ryder Cup tickets weren't expensive. So it was like, all right,
Yeah.
cool, man. Like, you can go and party and get right in these people's faces. Golf in real life lets you really close to the action. I mean, you can walk right up to these fucking people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, mic them up. All right, and then I'll just kind of cap this off here before we get into fake news. Watson apologizes to Euros for rude U.S. fans. Understandable. It's in Bethpage, though. It's in New York, so it's like, what are you expecting? Purdy status up in the air after that toe setback. So he's going to be day-to-day. They're trying to figure that out. And then, look, we'll go into an in-depth thing here for the baseball playoffs that are coming up because that starts tomorrow, man. Shit. Who do you guys got in this? Who do you got winning the World Series?
First off, shout out to the Mets for blowing another lead
Insane.
and not making the playoffs with a goddamn humongous payroll.
You know what? If it weren't for Houston getting knocked out, fucking the Tigers would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
And way more historic. So the Tigers had a 13.5 game lead. They had a 9.5 game lead a month ago. And they lost to the fucking Indians by a game. There was a stretch, I think it was a week and a half ago, where Cleveland won. They went 9-1, and Detroit went 1-9 in the same fucking 10 games.
Yeah.
It's the biggest collapse in sports history so far as I can tell. It's worse than even the Braves overtaking the Giants back in '93.
Yeah. This is one of the worst. Or the Mets collapse, I think, in 07 or 08.
07, yeah.
Can I ask you guys?
The Mets, not only did they collapse, they had the best record in baseball in, I think, as late as the end of June. And they only won 38 games after that and finished with 83-79. That manager's got to go.
That's
but yeah, they fell apart like no team. By the way, this is one of the highest spending payrolls in the history of the game. Remember, they've got Juan Soto, they've got fucking
Lindor.
They've got Pete Alonso, they've got Kodai Senga, all these guys that are making huge money. And I think the payroll is over $300 million.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't even make the goddamn playoff.
Yeah. Can I ask you guys about that Indians thing?
What about it?
A hit batter it seemed intentional. Like they just were like, hey, score, and we don't want the Astros in the playoffs.
It'd be funny.
Maybe. I mean, I
laughed my ass off.
You should never do that, by the way. You should never try to get to or avoid any opponent. It's just bad luck.
I think people just hate the Astros that much that they were like, fuck you.
Maybe, but this is going to be good. I mean, so the American League, Blue Jays got the first seed. The Mariners got the second seed. So they're both going to get buys. On the other side, it's the Brewers and Phillies. The Dodgers kind of skidded a little bit. Padres made it in. Cubs made it in. We thought the Cubs would make it in. The Reds as well. 3 National League Central teams made the playoffs this year, which is, I think, Bob predicted before the season started.
And we are so tantalizingly close to the only prediction I care about, which is I said that the Dodgers would lose to the Reds in the first round of the playoffs.
You did. Hey, by the way, from the beginning of the year, you said Reds would play the Dodgers in the first round, and that's exactly what happens.
You got to be really careful with the Cincinnati Reds. A team that's young like that doesn't know any better, is very dangerous.
A great top of the rotation with Green and Lodolo. I mean, they're going to win.
Yeah,
now they don't. Sadly, they have to play all games in Los Angeles because for the wild card series, it's one location.
Yeah,
but otherwise, give me the Reds.
Can we talk about the Red Sox Yankees opening tomorrow?
Yeah, that's
too?
great.
That's fucking great for
really,
baseball.
That's really fun. I mean, Indians Tigers first round is great too.
Yeah.
That's great. And then, honestly, I'm rooting for the Phillies in this one.
To win it all?
I want to see Bryce Harper win a fucking title.
Yeah.
That's something. I mean, I love that dude. So,
I did too.
I wouldn't care too much if the Yankees won. The Red Sox, to me, are kind of boring, but Blue Jays also boring. I like the Mariners. That'd be a good story. The Mariners have never won before, so that would be a good story.
Never made it.
Never made it, yeah. That would be a good story. But yeah, I'm definitely rooting. I know this is sacrilege maybe, but I'm rooting for the Phillies.
I love the Cubs. Selfishly because I love going to Wrigley. And
Yeah, that'd be fun too. I mean, it's hard to root against the Cubs, to be honest, unless you're a fucking Cardinals fan. Maybe I don't know.
But this is a banger of. I mean, they got to play the Padres.
Yeah,
opening. I mean, that's brutal.
Those are both really good teams.
They're 92 and they were both 90-win teams.
Yeah. And the Reds, Dodgers. I think that's going to be a right now. The Dodgers are minus 200 to win that series. I feel like that's too high. I think it should be like minus 135, to be honest. The Reds are fucking sneaky. And if the Reds make it, if they do indeed beat the Dodgers in the first round, I might have to adjust. Because if they're able to overcome the Dodgers, that means they've got their shit together. And I'm not saying they would beat the Phillies, but that's going to be the best series of the entire playoffs probably if that happens.
Who do you guys have winning the World Series now that we know the teams?
I think Phillies will win.
Give me Mariners over the Reds.
Oof. That would be oh man. Yeah, that would be a wild one. Oh, man, gross. Give me the Yankees. There's something there. They're starting to figure it out. There's something there, man.
I mean, there's something there. Yeah, there's fucking Aaron Judge.
I know.
Aaron Judge. They've got a great number one in Max Fried.
Mm-hmm.
They were able to really turn around because it looked like there was a point in the season that this team didn't look like it was going to the playoffs.
Yeah, they were.
And it just fucking smoked everybody at the end.
Yeah, Max Fried's going to win the Cy Young and the AL probably.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Thank God the Braves got rid of him.
It's either going to be him or Skubal again, and then Paul Skeens will win, but they didn't make the playoffs. He'll definitely win in the National League.
Is only have the Braves never? I can't remember them not missing the playoffs in a long time.
So they were on a 6-year streak.
18 maybe?
18 to this year.
Yeah, or 17 is the last year. The last year of
17.
Freddie Gonzalez, yeah.
Yes, 17 was last year. They didn't make it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a nice little streak, but, you know.
I would like to see Yankees Cubs or Yankees Dodgers.
We just had Yankees Dodgers.
Yankees Cubs
it was awesome. Good. Like, I loved every game. I really did. Ohtani, let me ask you guys this, because you guys follow every single team. If Ohtani came here at 20, 21, like Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah.
What would his numbers look like? I mean, he ended with 55 this year.
He'd hit 700 home runs. Yep.
Yeah, probably.
100%. I don't know if
would he go down as the greatest player of all time?
Yeah, he already is, in my opinion. But yeah, I think he would challenge Ruth. I don't know that he would challenge Bonds. 755 or 7. Yeah,
Bonds
that's
was
a lot.
Bullshit. What about Aaron? That's 755.
He could challenge for it. I mean, quite frankly,
755 is high.
Yeah. That's really tough. He's got 280 and he's played how many years? In 18, 19, but he's missed time with injuries too.
Yeah.
I mean, quite frankly, if Pujols didn't have injury issues, he would have passed Hank Aaron.
I don't know about Aaron. Probably.
Maybe.
Probably. You never know, but definitely he would have passed Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Oh, what did he end with?
Like
703
or something?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Pujols did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the best.
Wow, that's close.
I think he's the best overall right-handed hitter of all time. Because remember, Hank Aaron spent the first couple years of his career playing against plumbers and shit like that. No offense to him. He's a great baseball player and had probably the strongest wrist ever. But Pujols had the best first 10 years of a career that any human being could have.
Yeah.
He had 300. He had 30 home runs, 100 RBI every year for 10 years to start his career.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just give him like an extra 150 games, essentially, because he missed that much between COVID and injuries. I'm not counting the last 2 years where he played 109 games. He's old at that point, so it is what it is. I mean,
he'd beat Ruth for sure.
He would. That'd be probably an extra 25 homers.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'd pass Ruth. Maybe not Aaron.
But with the Major League Baseball playoffs starting tomorrow, college football in full swing, NFL, this is the greatest time of the year. And these games the beauty of these games are on all fucking day long, dude.
Yep.
Well, just awesome. Tomorrow, this is the lineup at noon. We're Central time, obviously, but noon. Tigers at Indians at Skoo Ball versus Grant Williams.
Love it.
Great game.
Yep.
Padres at Cubs at 2 p.m.
That's
Nick Pivetta at Boyd. Red Sox at Yankees at 5 p.m. Garrett Crochet versus Max Fried. That's the best matchup of the day, obviously. And then 8 p.m. Reds at Dodgers. Hunter Green versus whomever the Dodgers decide to throw out there.
Dodgers have not picked a pitcher yet.
They have not picked a starter yet. If it's me, I'm probably going Yamamoto because I think he's the one they've seen the least.
Yeah.
I don't think they've seen him much, and you want to get that first win out of the way.
Yeah.
Obviously. So we'll see.
That first win is very important.
The Reds just have a ridiculous rotation. Like a ridiculous 1, 2, 3 with Green. I forgot about Abbott, actually. Green, Andrew Abbott, and Nick Lodolo. Like, that will get you through October. It's fucking crazy.
It's going to be fun. And that starts tomorrow.
The Dodgers, though, are probably if I'd looked, I haven't looked, but I would assume the Dodgers are the favorite. Their lineup, there's some missing pieces for sure. They've got great players, and Smith is out right now. He's on the IL. Their catcher.
It's not good.
That's not great, but
they haven't had it. It's been a down year for their offense too.
Yeah.
I texted you this the other day that Matt Olson ended up having a better year than Freddie Freeman.
Technically, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, like
but Muncy had an 846 OPS this year, so he's done well.
He's back.
They got Betts. Michael Conforto's a good hole plugger. Teoscar Hernandez, great. Ohtani, obviously. Freddie Freeman. But the pitchers, Yamamoto, Ohtani, Blake Snell, who only threw 11 games this year, and he's very fresh right now. That's a problem.
All right, so you guys want to hear the odds?
Yep.
To win the World Series. Phillies, 4-1. Mariners, 5-1. Dodgers, 5-1.
People sleep on the Mariners.
They absolutely.
I'm asleep on the Mariners.
They have incredible rotation,
Castillo,
good lineup.
Kirby, fucking Logan Gilbert, Andres Munoz in the bullpen's great. Cal Raleigh calls a great game. They got really good hitters. Do not sleep on them.
Blue Jays, 7.5-1. Milwaukee, 7.5-1. Yankees,
Sleep.
8-1.
Sleep.
Chicago Cubs, 14-1.
Yeah.
Padres, 14.5-1.
Padres have no chance.
I do think whoever wins Cubs Padres beats the Brewers.
Yes, because it happens every year. One of these teams who wins from the first round who doesn't play has got the bye. Usually both of them lose for Christ's sakes.
The Phillies have some rotation issues right now, too. There's
yeah.
no Zach Wheeler. He's out. So
And Nola's not been good for the last 2 or 3 years.
I'm not sold on the Phillies necessarily.
If you believe in your Reds team, it's 33-1.
Yeah, I like the Reds coming out of the NL. Fuck it. Let's fucking go.
Let's see.
Let's go Reds.
Wow, my boogie's got some wild-ass bets here. This is fun. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
All right. This is Major League Baseball World Series state of the winning team. So the actual state that they're in.
Okay.
How many California teams are in?
Yeah, hang on. So any other state, is it plus 125?
Okay.
Here are the other states. California is at 3.5-1. Pennsylvania is at 4.5-1. New York.
That's just Philly.
And that's what I'm saying. New York is at 5.5-1. Illinois is at 14-1. Ohio, because they got 2 teams in it, is it 19-1.
Take Ohio.
Any other state is at plus 125. So what are they thinking there? Washington because of Seattle? Mm-hmm. And then...
Well, wait, hold on. One of the teams isn't even in a state.
No.
So
Toronto, you could bet on Toronto. And by the way, that's why the odds are so high. It's only plus 120. So they're thinking any other state but the ones that were just listed, which is a wild bet. And then this. I'll ask you guys this because this is easy. National League versus American League. National League is actually minus 129. American League is plus 106.
I just take the plus money on that.
Well, do you think a National League team will win it?
I picked the Mariners over the Reds.
Okay, so you got American League.
And I think I like the American League team. I like the pitching on the American League side better for the most part.
Yeah, the Mariners, Yankees, and Red Sox all have they all have the ability to win with pitching.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go with the Yankees this year, guys. And that's a big boy number. You're close to 8-1 on this one. I like it. So, yeah. Who are you going with, Dan?
I'm rooting for the Phillies, but I think the best shots are the Yankees and Dodgers. For sure. They got the best teams, but that doesn't mean shit necessarily.
No.
We'll see how it plays out.
And then, Bob, you got the Mariners?
Yeah.
So that's 5-1.
Yeah.
Not terrible. Not terrible odds.
Dude, I'm just, man, this Reds bullpen is great, too. Like, I'm in love with this Reds team right now.
I can't wait to watch that game tomorrow.
And by the way, if the Reds get through the first round, they're going to have to play games at Great American Ballpark, which is just a nightmare to play in. It's a fucking it's a bandbox. It is. It is.
I haven't been in the new one.
It's almost as bad as Coors Field, except for it's a dimensional issue in Cincinnati.
Okay. Interesting. Appreciate you tuning in. Go to Spotify. All these shows are on Spotify on video over there. Bet with us or against us with mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. And then go to iTunes as well, dude. I know the videos aren't on there for sports every day, but people fucking care. Advertisers fucking care. And that's what keeps the lights on here. So leave a 5-star and a quick review. All right. Fake News will be live on Patreon here in about 5 minutes. Stay with us there. Eric Adams, as predicted by Dan, dropped out of the race for mayor. It's going to be a fun show. For D'Anthony Hollaway, Hot Bob, I'm Ross Patterson.